Hi everybody, welcome to Total Body. My name is Gaby, and today all we're gonna need for our workout is a mat, some dumbbells if you have. Don't worry if you don't have any, you can always pick up some canned goods, a textbook, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. And if you don't have any of that, that's fine too, we can modify. But that's all we're gonna need for today, so let's get ready and get straight into our warm-up. We're gonna start off with just warming up our muscles with some good old jumping jacks, so let's get started in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Jumping up and down, trying to reach our fingertips all the way to the top and coming straight down afterwards. Of course, if jumping is too difficult on your knees, no worries. You can always step it out from side to side. Either option, it's totally up to you. The point of this is to try to get our heart rate up, get used to moving, getting some movement in our legs, as well as our shoulders. We have about 15 more seconds here. So keep at it. And then we're gonna go into a squat jack. Very similar motion, but we're gonna be squatting down. And in 3, 2, and 1. Relax, shake it out if you need. Next, we're going into what I said, our squat jacks. So we're gonna jump out, squat, and come in. Just staying with this pattern. I'll show you from the side. And we wanna make sure that we're having good squat form while we're here. Keeping our chest up, our shoulders down away from our ears, and finding that chair behind us. Really trying to make sure that our knee is not going in front of our toes. We want to make sure we're finding that chair behind us and keeping our knees safe. We have about 10 more seconds here, and then we're going to go into some lunges. So keep at it. And in 3, 2, and 1, relax. Shake out those legs if they're getting a little bit tired. Next, we're going to be stepping back, going into a lunge, and twisting our core, starting to get some movement in the midsection of our body. We're going to be stepping back, alternating legs, and twisting. Same thing here, having your toes not past your knees, our chest up, and our ears down. And now, twisting our core, adding that twisting motion. We have about 15 more seconds here. So keep alternating those legs with those lunges. Waking up those legs and waking up the core with our twists now. And in 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Follow me to the edge of your mats now. We're gonna go into an inchworm. So I want you to hinge at your hips till you reach the floor. Walk it out into a plank and come straight back up. Starting to feel that stretch in our hamstrings, as well as waking up our shoulders and our core in this plank. We have about 20 more seconds here, so keep at it. Then we're gonna get into some stretching motions to really make sure that all of our muscles are significantly warmed up. And in 3, 2, and 1. Relax, come back up if you're in the middle of one. And now we're gonna go into some knee hugs. So I want you to reach up to your knee and reach it up into your chest as much as you can, dropping it down, going on to the next side. Just keep switching sides like this, really feeling that stretch in our hip flexors. Those hips get really tight throughout the day as we sit down and do all of our movements, so we really want to stretch them out here. We have about 15 more seconds, so change sides accordingly. Keep at it here, really feeling that stretch, pushing them up into your chest as much as you can. And in 3, 2, and 1, shake it out. And now kicking our legs behind us and feeling that quad stretch go down our leg right here. And switching sides about every 5 seconds. Wanting to make sure that our knees are close together so we feel that stretch going down the front of our leg here. Really trying to make sure we're keeping our balance. If it's a little bit difficult for you to keep your balance, tighten your core. It's gonna help you concentrate on staying still. We have about 10 more seconds here, so keep at it. Keep stretching. Next, we're going into an upper body stretch. In 3, 2, and 1. Shake out those legs. And now Get those arms in front of your chest and pull it in. Having this hand either behind the joint or in front of the joint, it's totally up to you, but I want you to make sure you're never on top pushing that pressure right on that elbow. It could cause discomfort. And switching sides now. Doing the same thing on the other side, feeling that stretch along our shoulder and feeling that in our back as well. Again here on the arm or the forearm, but never on the elbow. And relaxed. Next one, I want you to go reach as far back behind you as you can, using the other hand to push it back further. Really feeling that stretch along the front side of our arm in our triceps. And switching sides now. This is the last move. And then we can get started with our body of our workout. Really feeling that stretch. Reach as far down in your back as you possibly can. And in 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Do a little bit of hugs if you want. Grab a drink of water, and then I'm going to explain our very first set. Our first set is, the first move is going to be a squat press. So if you want to grab those dumbbells, go ahead, or anything you may have in your house. And then up on your shoulders, we're going to be squatting down and pressing forward, just like this. Let me show you from the side, keeping sure that we're following, finding that chair behind us each time while thrusting our body up and our arms up into the air. Next, we're doing what I like to call a weighted burpee. So keeping with those weights, of course, if you don't have them, that's totally fine. But keeping with the weights, we're gonna put them down on the floor, jump out, row up with one hand, row up with the other hand, come up and stand up. And then repeating that same pattern. I want you to really focusing on your back contraction while you're doing those rows. And after that, we can put the weights down. We're getting into a little cardio kick in this last exercise and doing high knees. Simple, bringing your knees as high as you can, just like this. If the jumping is too much, you can always march it out just like this. This set, we're gonna be repeating it 3 times with 45 seconds of work and a 15-second rest in between each exercise. So let me start our timer and we can get right started. We're getting started with those squat presses, so get ready with any sort of resistance you may have. Put them up on your shoulders and let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Squatting down and thrusting up, just like this. Making sure that our feet are about shoulder width apart. We're finding that chair behind us. We're keeping our chest up and our shoulders down. And we are lifting our weights above our head in a straight motion, both at the same time evenly. We have about 20 more seconds here, so keep at it. Make sure you're breathing as it's the most difficult. So breathe in and then out as it's the most difficult. I find it's when we're pushing up. We have 5 more seconds, so keep at it. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Keep those weights close because we're doing our weighted burpees. We're starting in about 5 seconds, so let's get ready. In 3, 2, 1, putting our weights down, jumping out, row, whoop, row. Almost lost my balance there. Coming up, standing up. Keeping with this pattern, row, row, jumping in, standing up. As you're doing your rows, I want you to make sure you're having good plank form. Everything is straight and you're rowing up, leading with your elbow. Having your elbow come up into your back, just like this, jumping in and continuing. We have 10 more seconds here, so keep at it. Making sure our core is always engaged, especially when we're in that plank. And in 3, 2, and 1, relax. Good job, everyone. Putting those weights to the side because we're getting ready for our high knees. And in 3, 2, 1, either jumping up or marching, whichever one is most comfortable for you. But what I do want you to make sure is if you're reaching, having those knees try to go above that waist. That way, you really engage those core muscles as you're doing it. Not only is it getting that heart rate up, it's engaging your core. That's the whole point. I know it's difficult, that's why I put it in here right after those 2 hard moves. But keep at it. Really try to get your heart rate up, and then you can get a quick drink of water afterwards. So keep at it. We have about 10 more seconds. Keep going. Remember to keep breathing during this entire time. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Good job, guys. Next, we're repeating the whole thing again. So if you want, grab a quick drink of water, catch a break, but let's get ready for our next exercise. We're starting with the squat presses in 3, 2, 1. Squatting down, finding that chair behind us, and pressing up. Keeping with this pattern, creating a good tempo for yourself, and really feeling it in our legs, in our glutes, and in our shoulders as we press up. We have about 26 more seconds, so keep at it. I know this is difficult. You can always take a rest, shake out your legs if you need to. There's no shame, and get back into it when you're ready. We have 13 more seconds. Keep pushing yourself. And in 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Put the weights down on your mat so they're ready for you with your burpees. Shake out those legs. We're getting ready for those weighted burpees with a row. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Coming down in our plank, making sure everything's stable. Rowing up on the opposite arm, jumping in, standing up. Staying with this pattern, trying to get as many reps in as we can with good form, of course. We have about 25 more seconds. We're halfway done. We can do it. We did it the first time. We can do it the second time. Keep rowing, feeling it in our back, in our core, in our legs, really working the total body here. We have about 5 more seconds. Keep at it. And in 3, 2, and 1. Finish that rep and catch a break. Grab some water if you need it. We're about to go into our cardio kick with our high knees, so you're gonna need that extra breath. We're getting ready in 3, 2, 1. High knee, trying to get those knees above your waist, really contracting the core while getting that heart rate up. We have about 35 more seconds, 10 seconds done. Either your hands can be here in a almost running-like position, or here if you want to keep that goal of hitting your legs above that waist. We're halfway there. If at any time you're getting so out of breath, you can stop, take a breath, go down into marching for a bit, a few seconds, and then get right back into it when you're ready. We have 10 more seconds, so keep going. Remember to breathe during this entire time. And in 3, 2, and 1, relax, shake it out. That was awesome, everyone. That was our second round. We have one more round to go. Grab a quick drink of water if you can. We're getting ready with our squat press. In 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Squatting down and pressing up. Really trying to find that chair behind us while keeping our chest high and our shoulders down out of our ears. Really pressing both arms in unison and breathing in as we come down and out as we come up. In and out. In and out. Keeping with that pattern, you guys can do this. We have 15 more seconds, so keep at it. Get as many more reps in as you can. It's the last time we're doing this. And in 3, 2, and 1, relax. No more squat presses for the rest of this workout. You can forget about them. Now let's do these weighted burpees with a row for the very last time. Let's get ready in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Jumping out, rowing up, and jumping in, just like so. Keeping with this pattern, really feeling our back muscles contract as we row, our leg muscles as we jump out and in, and of course our core in that plank position. We have about 25 more seconds. We're halfway through this round. Keep at it, really controlling the movement with our rows and breathing. You never want to hold your breath in a plank, in a row, in whatever you're doing. Do not hold your breath. Your muscles need that oxygen. And we have 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Good job, everyone. Put the weights to the side. We're getting ready for the very last round of high knees. Give it all you have here. After this high knees, we get an extra long break for water. So give it all you have. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lifting it up. Really pushing yourself. If you did about half of it last time, jumping, try to do a little bit more jumping. Give yourself 5 more seconds of jumping this time. Push yourself. I know you guys are capable of doing it. Keep working hard. We have 20 more seconds. I told myself I was gonna do this entire round jumping, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna push myself to get there. We have 10 more seconds. We can do it for 10 more seconds. Keep at it. And in 3, 2, and 1. Good job. I'm gonna go get a drink of water. I suggest you guys do the same, and we can get into our second set. Okay, everyone, our second set, we're starting off with jumping lunges. So I'm gonna show you from the side. We're gonna be stepping back into a lunge and jumping to the other side, just like that. If the jumping is ever uncomfortable for your knees, do not worry. Jump, go into a lunge, come back, and just go to the other side. Alternating lunges, just like this. If you want, you can hold a weight up here while you're doing that to add extra resistance. It's totally up to you. Next, we're gonna be doing a push-up into a Superman. So it looks something like this. We're on our mats in a push-up position. We're gonna go down all the way onto the floor. Raise up in a Superman as if we're flying. Come down and then come back up. Repeating this pattern just like that. And afterwards, we're gonna be turning it around and we're gonna be going into the back of the arms, our triceps. So we're gonna be here in a tricep dip position, just like this. Fingertips facing our bums, and we're gonna be bending at our elbows, up, and then reaching the toe, just like this. These are also 45 seconds on with a 15-second rest, repeating it 3 times. So let me start our timer and we can get straight into it. We're starting with our jumping lunge in about 5 more seconds. So get ready. Either you can have a weight in your hand or no weight. It's up to you. And in 3, 2, 1, stepping it back and jumping. Or stepping it forward and just switching sides. It's totally up to you. But I want you to make sure that you're having good form regardless of which technique you use. That means your chest is up, your shoulders are down away from your ears, and your knees are not passing your toes like this. They are behind your toes. As well, I want you to step far enough back away from you that it's comfortable for your knees. The closer together you step, the more uncomfortable it will be. We have 3 more seconds. 2 and 1. Relax. Shake it out. Let's get ready for those push-up to Supermans. Coming down onto the floor, getting ready for our planks. And in 3, 2, 1, pushing down, getting all the way onto our stomachs, raising up, feeling that contraction on our lower backs, coming back up and down. Following this pattern, doing it slowly, fighting against gravity, not using any momentum, just the strength of our muscles. We have 20 more seconds here, so keep at it. Remember to breathe. I know it could be difficult. It is difficult. I'm struggling. You're struggling. We're struggling together. We can do this. And in 3, 2, and 1, relax. Take these 15-second rests to flip it around, getting ready for our tricep dips with a toe touch. We're getting started in 3, 2, 1, making sure our fingertips are in, facing our toes. We're lifting up at our hips, bending at our elbows, and coming up to reach the toe. Really bending at our elbows and coming up to reach the toe. I want you to make sure that you're bending at your elbows and you're not moving your hips up and down. It's working at the elbows to really feel that in the back of our arms. We have about 20 more seconds here, so keep at it. You guys, everyone can do this. You guys can do this. Keep working. If you want to make it a little bit easier, have your feet closer to you. If you want it harder, you can have your feet farther out. It's gonna make that tricep dip that much harder. And relax. Catch your break, catch your breath, and let's get ready for our lunge jumps. We have 3, 2, 1. Stepping it back and jumping if you'd like. Really making sure if we're jumping, we're having good form. I want you to make sure that your feet are not right in front and behind each other. They are staggered. You will have better balance that way and better activation of those muscles. We have about 25 seconds, so keep at it. If you're jumping or if you're stepping, making sure you're having that good form. Our chest is staying up. I know as you get tired, it's easy to bend down, but really try to fight against it and keep that chest up and those shoulders down. We have 5 more seconds. And in 3, 2, and 1. Relax, shake out those legs. I know my legs are tired, but we have to keep going. Let's get ready for those push-up to Supermans. And in 3, 2, and 1. Good plank form. Coming down slowly on our stomachs. Raising up, coming down, pushing off the ground, and going down just as slow. I want to make sure you're not just falling to the ground. Really trying to make it slow and fight against gravity. Have your muscles do the work. Make sure you're breathing in and out as it's the toughest. Really making sure that we're feeling it in our lower back as we're doing those Supermans. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Catch your breath, turn it around. We're getting ready for those tricep dips to a toe touch. And in 3, 2, 1, find how far away you want your feet, lift it up, and bend at your elbows. Then touch the toe, touch the opposite toe to really feel that contraction in your core as you do that part. We have about 30 more seconds here, so keep at it. Bending at the elbows, feeling that soreness start settling in the back of your arms as you push down and up, and feel it in that core as you cross and touch that toe. We have about 10 more seconds, so keep at it. Breathing in and out, making sure we have good form, elbows aligned and bending down. And in 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Whew. I'm getting tired, but I'm gonna keep pushing myself to get through this. This is the last round of this set. We can do it in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Either stepping out from side to side or jumping from each side. It's totally up to you, but try to push yourself. You guys are more than capable of doing it. Keep pushing. I'm gonna try to push myself, try to get through these with jumping the entire way. I want you to try to push yourself as well. It's the last time we're doing this, and then we don't have to do it ever again for this workout. We have 10 more seconds. We can do it for 10 more seconds. Keep at it. Breathing in and out. And in 3, 2, 1, relax. Whew. Shake that out. My legs are getting tired. Really massage them if you need it. Let's get ready for those push-ups into Supermans. Whew. And in 3, 2, 1, getting up into that plank position, fighting gravity, going down slowly, reaching the floor, raising up, coming down, pushing off the floor, and coming right back onto the floor. Keeping this pattern. It's the last time we're doing it. You guys can do it. Everyone has got this. I know everyone's got this. We keep at it. We have 15 more seconds. Breathing in and out. Really trying to catch our breaths here while having a good time with our muscles under the tension. And in 3, 2, and 1, relax. Catch your breath, and let's turn it around for the triceps for the very last time. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lifting it up, bending at our elbows, making sure our elbows are straight, coming up, reaching the toe. Continuing with this pattern, touching the opposite foot, breathing in and out as you think it's the most difficult part. We have about 25 more seconds. It's the last time before we get a long rest. So keep at it. We only have one more set after this, so keep working. I know you guys can do it. And in 3, 2, and 1, relax. Good job, everyone. Grab a drink of water, catch your breath. I'm gonna grab mine, and then I can explain the last set of this workout. Hey everyone, our last set is going to be a core set, so get ready for this set. Our first move of the set is going to be in plank position, either on your hands or on your elbows. It's totally up to you, but it's not just any plank. We're going to be in a plank and we're going to be rotating side to side, almost like following a semicircle into a hip dip, really focusing on the sides as we do this. Just like that. Then we're going to be doing a similar movement with our side planks. So again, either on our elbows or on our hands, totally up to you. Personally, I like my hands better, but if that's uncomfortable, that's okay. We're going to get up into our side plank. We're going to lower our hips down and reach it up just like this. Really focusing on our side here and lifting it up as much as you can. And then we're going to turn it around and do the other side. That's it for this round. This round's a little bit shorter than the other two. We're going to be still repeating it 3 times, but we're only doing 35 seconds on with a 15-second rest. So let's get straight into it. It's our last set. Give it all you have right here, and then we can cool it down. So let's get ready with our front plank first. And in 3, 2, and 1. In our plank position, making sure our hips follow that semicircle and lowering it as low as we can on each side. Making sure that as we're in our front plank position, we're having good plank form. Our elbows, our shoulders, elbows, and wrist are all in line. Our spine is mainly straight, no glutes all the way in the floor or up in the sky, keeping everything straight. We have 5 more seconds here, so keep at it. And in 3, 2, and 1, drop it down. Now let's get ready for our side planks. Either on our hands or on our elbows, same thing. Making sure everything is in line, shoulders, elbows, wrist, all in line. Let's get ready in 3, 2, 1, lifting it up and coming down. Feeling that contraction in our obliques as we lift it up, just right here on our side of our core. We can either have our hand on our hip here or up in the sky. It's totally up to you. And if at any time you feel like you're losing balance, stagger those feet apart. It makes it a little bit easier to balance that way. We have 5 more seconds here, so keep at it. And in 3, 2, and 1, relax. Good job, everyone. Shake that shoulder out. Could be a little bit sore having all that time holding our weight up. But let's turn it around now and get that other shoulder and other side of our core getting to work. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Lifting it up, coming down and up. Really trying to raise that hip as far up as we can each time. We have 20 more seconds here, so keep at it. Keep working. You guys have this. 15 more seconds. Breathing in and out. In and out. And in 3, 2, 1. Relax. Drop it down. Shake those shoulders out. Let's get ready for our planks. And in 3, 2, and 1. Get ready up in our forward plank. Lifting it up and rotating from side to side. Trying to make this rotation as slow as possible. Really feeling each muscle in our core contract as we move our hips from side to side. We have 15 more seconds left here, so keep at it. You can do it. Really just rotating our hips here while keeping our core engaged. And in 3, 2, and 1, drop it down. Shake those arms out. Give it a quick stretch if you like. And let's get ready for our side plank. I want you to try to stay on that same side as you did the first time. So if you need to flip it around, flip it around. Let's get ready in 3, 2, 1. Making sure our shoulders, elbows, and wrists are all in line. And we're lifting up as far as we can each time. Really feeling that contraction on that core, on that oblique that's closest to the floor. Lowering it slow and lifting it slow. Really fighting against gravity here. We have 10 more seconds, so keep at it. Breathing in and out. In 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Shake that arm out, that wrist, if you're on your hand, may starting to feel a little uncomfortable. You could totally switch it to those elbows if that happens. We're walking it to the other side and getting ready in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Making sure everything is in line. Coming up, going down slowly, coming up slowly. Breathing in as we go down and out as we come up. Breathing in and out as we come up. We have 15 more seconds here, so keep at it. If you'd like, you can have that hand right here on your core if you'd like to feel it. Feel yourself working. We have 5 more seconds. And in 3, 2, and 1, drop it down. Good job, everyone. We have this set One more time around. That's all we have left. So keep at it. We have 3 seconds until we get started. And in 3, 2, 1, let's ready. Lifting it up and coming down to the side. Slowly each time, just like this. Really rotating our hips on that semicircle form. We have 20 more seconds. It's the last time we're doing this, so give it all you have right here. We are breathing in and out. And in 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Shake those wrists out if you're on your hands. Mine are getting a little uncomfortable. I'm probably going to switch onto our elbows now. So in 3, 2, 1, on my elbow this time, on the side. We really don't have as much range of motion on our elbow if we were doing this. So I want you to make sure you're lowering and coming as high up as we can, pushing that hip as far up into the sky as we can. We have 20 more seconds, so keep at it. Really pushing that hip up into the sky, feeling that contraction in our core. And in 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Lowering it down, shaking out that elbow or that shoulder, and switching it to the final side. We're getting started in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. This is the last time we're doing this exercise, so give it all you have right here. Lowering it down and coming up, really coming up as high as we can each time. We have about 20 more seconds, so keep at it. Really lifting it up into the air and dropping it down. Up and dropping it down. Breathing in as we go down and out as we come up. We have about 5 more seconds, so keep at it. And in 3, 2, and 1, dropping it down. Good job, everyone. Let's get a quick drink of water, and then we're gonna have one last extreme set of holding our plank for a whole minute. But let's get our water first. Okay guys, like I said, we're gonna be doing one last thing. I promise this is the last one. It's what I like to call the extreme set. We're doing one last move of our core, burning it out, holding our plank for one last minute, and then we will go straight into our cool down. So let's get ready and let's get pumped for this last thing. Let me just start our timer and we can get ready. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Get ready for that minute plank hold right here. Really making sure that our shoulders, elbows, and wrists are all in line. We have good plank form, not up in the air, down to the ground. Everything's nice and straight, a neutral spine, and we're really engaging our core here. We have about 35 more seconds. We're almost halfway there, so keep working. It's the last move. I know our core is screaming at us right now, but we have to control it, keeping everything still. We have about 20 more seconds. We can do it for 20 more seconds. That's not that much time, so keep at it. Breathing in and out. In and out. We don't want to be holding our breaths during this, so don't do it. We have 5 more seconds, and in 3, 2, 1, drop it down. Congratulations. Give yourself a clap, a pat on the back, whatever it is, because that was hard and we did it together. So grab a drink of water if you need it. We're going to get straight into our cool down. So from here, I want you to put your hands on your mat, curling your toes under and going into our downward dog. Really stretching our back into the floor here. pushing our chest as low as we can, and we can start walking the dog out here, curling our feet up and down, giving our calves a nice stretch here. Really, after all that hard work with our jumping, in our jumping jacks or high knees, or whatever it may have been that we did today. Really still pushing our chest as close into the floor as we can. Breathing in and out. One last time. Breathing in and out. Next, taking one of your knees into your chest towards your hands. Really going into what I call a runner's lunge. Pushing that hip down into the floor, into our hip flexor stretch. We can either stay on the floor here or lifting it up, whatever is most comfortable for you. But the main focus is pushing that hip down into the floor. And breathing in and out. Breathing in one more time and out. Dropping that knee down into the floor, shifting our weight onto that knee, straightening our front leg, and transitioning into a hamstring stretch, leading with our chest and not our heads. So breathing in and out. As you breathe out, you can deepen the stretch, feeling it run through the back of our legs, our hamstrings. Dropping that foot back onto the floor, lifting that knee back into our runner's lunge, and bringing it back to our other foot in our downward dog. Breathing in and out. One more time, in and out. Bringing the opposite leg forward into our runner's lunge. Dropping that opposite hip into the floor. Really pushing that hip as low as we can. Feeling that stretch going down our legs and especially in our hips. Breathing in and out. One more time, breathing in and out. Dropping that knee onto the floor, transitioning your weight onto that knee, and switching into a hamstring stretch, leading with the chest. Breathing in and out, deepening the stretch as you breathe out. One more time, breathing in and out, deepening as you go out. Putting that foot back on the ground, the knee lifts off back into our runner's lunge and going back into our downward dog. Right here. Next, dropping our knees onto the floor, curling our feet, and going into a child's pose. Really trying to push our hands into the floor, feeling that stretch along our back. Winding your stance on your child's pose if you want to deepen the stretch. Really feeling that stretch in our hands as we try to reach as far forward as we can and push those hands onto the floor. Breathing in and out. One more time, breathing in and out. Lifting it up, coming on to our feet, having our head be the last thing that comes up slowly. Good job, everyone. Now going into an upper body stretch, having that hand or arm go around your chest, really pushing that shoulder in. We had a lot of work in our shoulders. We have to stretch that out. If you'd like, if you were on your wrist a lot like I was, you can roll out your wrist, make sure we're putting movement right back into that wrist. And switching sides. Same thing goes on the other side, rolling out the wrist if you feel the need, and stretching out that shoulder. Breathing in and out. One last time, breathing in and out. Winding your legs into almost a sumo squat position. Coming down, breathing in and out. One last time, breathing in and out. Congratulations, everyone. That was a difficult workout. I am proud of everyone who completed this workout. Good job. Now I want you to know what you guys thought of it. make sure you fill out the feedback form in the description of this live stream, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye.